right. Let us see.
Yeah.
Let us see.
Yeah. That's all. All right. Go on, talk. Go on, talk.
Continue a bit, Mr. Gilson. Continue, sir.
Yeah, man. Is that it? The program is, man. We have to push out for this government. This government don't tell no lie, brother. And that we notice with this government. This government don't promise people and don't feel it back. You understand? Anything what I'm saying, and what I'm saying I do. You understand it?
Yeah, man.
This government is a powerful government. Me see this government coming to my place and me saw people love him. Young people jump up on him. Me see, you look a young girl, you just jump up on him. And I love him. You understand? Me never see a government like that yet. Never in a life. Never in a life see a government like that yet. Never. We love people. We love people. This government here put we up front. If you don't want me to talk.
Of course.
This government put we up front instead of family. This the man pay attention to we more than the family.
Yeah.
We have him wife, we have him kids. And he push out for we more. And the people that stand and say, he push out for we. And we don't want him dead. We're going to give him flowers like Siago. You understand it? We're going to give him flowers like Siago. We're going to big funeral and big speech. We don't want them to do that to him. We want to give him rose now. Like him build the country. Like him build the country. Is that it? Ready? Because this government are loving people. The man there in a place hours and night as a prime minister. Anything over for him head. You understand it? I ain't not on fear to him loving people.
I tell you.
You understand it? Him loving people. You understand it? So you know, give him flowers when the time come, when the election come, give him flowers.
Of course.
And give him flowers.
Whole Jamaica,
give him flowers. Is that it? Man so real, man, put him in funding for his family. You know, the man could have lie down with his wife. The man could have tell him kids them something. The man could have talk about him one foreign country.
True, man.
The man set up with me and a fight for a revolution.
Real, man.
The man could like a Marcus Garvey, brother.
Yeah.
Sorry. Give him the money first, brother. Come out and vote for him.
Real, man.
Don't do no promises. That's all it. Come and love the man, brother.
Yeah,
man. Push out for him, man. Night and day. The man could have enough that the man want to sleep. And the man stand up for it.
Yeah.
Stand up for it as a freedom fighter. Like Marcus Garvey. Johnny, I said the man not do good.
True, yeah,
man.
Yeah, you hear me say, my brethren?
Yeah.
You see a speech and we attack?
Yeah.
Simple straw, blind eye. So I really end up to your speech simple. It a take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, nobody come calling them and call me them. I'm chill right to them, man.
Yeah, man, I mean, man.
Don't fall asleep right to them, man. That's how it is.
Wonder if these people know where they're going to vote for.
Why you back to us and me want the people them take things serious, man. When the people take serious, we don't want the people them just take it like a simple thing I talk about. But Andrew Wallace a done win already. We don't want that.
No.
We want the people them push on.
Yes.
That we keep on telling people them. Push on. Push out. You understand it? Push out.
Yeah, man.
This government is a number one government, you know, man. Number one government, you know. Just like me MP when they turn along, you know. It's like turn along left way out, you know. It's not it. You know, nobody feels like they're false labor right, you know, man. They're natural labor right, you know, man.
Really?
I'm a businessman. I live off of politics, you know. I'm a businessman.
Right.
I'm a businessman, you know. I'm a businessman. Yeah?
Don't go there. Just continue to encourage the people. Here's what I would want to suggest.
No, but sometimes some people come and do me certain things.
Man, ignore Mr.
Gilsey.
Mr. Gilsey, I know you're a man and you probably feel that way, but I don't think so. She don't mean any harm. Let us move past it and focus on the mission.
Yeah, we just want the problem. We just want the problem. We just want more people. From Newland, Nagozed, Rugger Park, Portmore Pine, Southborough. More of them just come out for Terrorland and give the government a marks. Yes, sir. Want the people them come out. It's like, please, I beg the people them. Please, I beg the people them. Don't go where I come from.
Yeah,
man.
man. Oh, yeah, sir, man.
Me land right there, so.
Congratulate for your talk, man.
Yeah.
Blessed again, man. Blessed again. Yes, Clive. Me here, fans.
Hold on, man. From the heart to come from, man.
And
we don't want to go back to where I come from, man.
just want to say something. I know me no wrong. What giving this government the biggest fight that the people seems like they want to harden their ears. You see our mainstream media that we have here, they are the one who push the government underneath the mud. And me not afraid to say that. I have seen it frankly, openly, from they trying to push Margolin above, even when it's very same PMP did have a problem with him. Trying to let Jamaica people know that Margolin is not fit for the country. And if it never was for the, as I did say in the beginning, for the TikTok media, then we would never have so much knowledge what is going on. Because of the mainstream media, I'm saying to Jamaica and the undecided voter, do not pay our original mainstream media mind. Because they are hypocrite, they are a liar, they are full of nothing but pure corruption. You see me? And they are a freaking set of people because they are PMP actualists. Do not pay the mind of the people who they call the people of the civil society group mind. We see that and we understand it. We are not blind. And this is the reason that caused this government a fair preach so hard, because he is the first government we ever have in history since 1960. That this man is the first man who ever have so much good to run with the country with. He have so much achievement. Andrew led government have so much. He is the first government toward PMP and toward JLP ever run for calling election with so much achievement and yet getting so much fight because of the original mainstream media that not bringing out the truth, the law, what I would have used the right word, bring it to we the people then who are in. May God help me to speak the right word. But regardless what, we are Jamaica. Our mainstream media did not bring the news to the local people then. And rather to tell the local people them that this government is for rich, then we as local people already knew. Because I'm a local man and I know that from in the 80s, from in the 70s, they show me your friend and me tell you who you are. And in that we have so much good reason to take out. If you're par with Clough, you go turn Clough. If you're par with homophobic or Batman, how they want to call it, that's who you're going to come sooner or later. If you're par with thief, you're going to turn thief sooner or later.
True.
If you're par with teacher, sooner or later you want to become that teacher. If you're par with a policeman with integrity, as in a good superintendent, a good inspector, sooner or later you're going to want to par with him. If you're par with a policeman who is a constable, who have good integrity, a man who willing to hold up law and order, sooner or later you're going to want to be a constable with good integrity, who willing to uphold law and order. And so if we par with rich man, we want the rich man richness for rub off family too. Sooner or later we want to get rich.
True you talk, man.
Yes, and if Jamaica cannot believe Andrew Honest who born in I capture land, a man who rise up from out I ghetto and come on top of Jamaica world, and you are slander him and crucify him and tell him about him. Him on no top of Norris, then Jamaica don't do it very corner shop, need to lock down, don't do it very street vendor who we are selling our market, need to close down. The street side of the man we are selling bag juice need to go one side. The drug shop need to go one side. If you cannot accept a man from out I ghetto to rise on top of our land and then you have a heart to go talk about him on top of Harris. And who spend money with you in the market? Who is buying the bag juice from you when you stand up in the street? Let us take a good look at it. This is what we are talking about. And because of the mainstream media, the TVJ, the RJR, the CVM, the Highway FM, with this woman with the panic. And let me tell you, Jamaica come a far way. Andrew Holness is the first prime minister. We have never seen this in history since 1960. I've just posted a video about 2 days ago where Andrew Holness was welcomed as the world global voices, where everybody in the whole entire world, every hierarchy government is looking at poor little Andrew. Oh, he brought us Jamaica out of the slum. Is it that not good enough? Jamaica, is it that not good enough that Andrew Holness that world leaders can say this man is truly remarkable? Tell us how you managed to take this country out of the slum and put it on top that we wanted to follow now, and we are world leader. So I'm saying to Jamaica and the undecided voters, do not pay our mainstream media no mind. They are totally a liar. When I say they lie to you, and they're willing to help the PMP to destroy this country where we are not going back. Time come to choose Jamaica Andrew Holness Labour Party government and no other else government. And I land here until somebody starts.
All right, so I know we're passionate, you see?
Yes, sir.
And I know sometimes we want to bring forward a point, but we have to make sure that the way we bring it across is the way we intend for it to be understood. I hear you talk about the iglas and the vendors. The truth is, people have choices. Their choices sometimes may be wrong. But we're not going to tell anybody to close down their business, because the more persons are prospering, the better the country is.
No, listen, pardon me, dear. I said, as what you said before I need to come over. I said, if we cannot accept Andrew Holness that born in our ghetto and come out like slum, then needs to close down the business. Because
right, so
I'm trying to tell you out of the slum.
Sir,
You can't believe in Andrew Holness.
No, I understand what you're saying, but I would just stop at, boy, it's a foolish decision wherein this man is creating wealth for you or making the economic environment better so that you can survive, and yet you want to change from him. The rest, we don't need to tell them to close down their business. It will affect them if they don't accept it, and God forbid that the PM is voted out. So we don't even have to tell them that. It will happen automatically. It has happened before, and it will happen again if they make the wrong choice. It happened twice. It happened in Michael Manley when Michael Manley took over the government, and in 2 years after he took over, the country was broke. And we had to go back. We had to go to the IMF for the first time in the history of Jamaica. A lot of PNP who talking and criticizing don't even know that history, that the first time we ever went to the IMF was because Michael Manley wrecked the country, and he himself had to run to the IMF. What they have heard from their own PNP surrogates is that Labour had and the CIA sabotage Michael Manley, and that is why the country was in the state that it was in. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Right? Michael Manley changed the direction that the previous government was going in, and as a result of that, he suffered tremendously, and he mashed up the country, and because of the poor decisions that he made, it affected the economy so badly that he had to run to IMF for the first time, right, in the history of Jamaica. And even the money that he got from the IMF, he finished the same money without doing what he said he was gonna do with it, right? That's how poor a record he had. It happened again in the 90s. They got a growing economy in 1989. And folks, I don't want you to just take my word for it. I want you to research it.
No, man, remember all of that, brother. Remember all of that. No,
I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the people who are listening too. We're not talking to ourselves here. We're talking to everybody.
So true.
Right? So I am saying that whatever I'm saying, you don't have to take my word for it. Go and research it for yourself. Right? And so I am now saying we must be careful, as the gentleman said before I did, of the choices that we have made. Because when PNP got the economy in 1989, again from Edward Seaga, the same Edward Seaga that PNP tell lie against and demonize, recovered this country and got it growing. And by 1992, the country was in shambles. By 1996, we had the highest debt to GDP we have ever had in the history of this country, and the poverty rate was the highest that we have ever had in the history of this country. Nobody has been able to match that poverty rate since, even though the PNP wants to lie to you and tell you all sort of nonsense. Right? So, and by 1996, we were FinSacked. And guess who was the advisor to FinSac? To the Ministry of Finance at the time? Mark Jefferson Golding. The same Mark Golding that wants to be Prime Minister now was the advisor to the Ministry of Finance at the time. The same Ministry of Finance and FinSac that sees poor people business. 44,000 registered business. And I made sure I emphasize registered because remember, we are a largely informal economy. And for every registered business, there's at least 5 businesses that is unregistered. So if it's 44,000 registered business, then it's over 200,000. No, 100,000. Yes, 200,000 businesses overall. It took away 40% of Jamaica's GDP. You know what is 40%? It's 4 out of 10. So 4 out of 10 businesses, no, 4 out of 10 dollars was taken away from our economy because of Mark Golding and DB&G. The same Mark Golding that wants to be Prime Minister now and PNP trying to say he's brand new. It's not brand new. This Rise United man, who hijacked his own party, wants to be Prime Minister. This Englishman who lied about where he was born. So we must be careful. And I learned right there.
And that people is gonna be playing politics with them career. Because it is too much now. It's damn exposed to playing politics.
Somebody will speak. I learned.
Yeah, man, this is a truth, man. When you look again, I see this government, the people are cry. It's living a garbage. And they been helping down something. And when them used to lead us out, the man a squeeze the man and say, me love you. Anjo, me love you, Anjo. This is it. Which government ever do them something there? Tell me. Which government ever do them something? None. This is it. No government. Never
So
do that.
in?
Yeah.
Michael Manley was loved, but he never do anything good with it. Because I used to love Michael Manley in my house where I used to live. Right? In my house where I used to live. Michael Manley picture and Francis Tuller. I don't know how old you are. But Francis Tuller's picture was there. In 1975, leading up to the 76th general election. One moment, please. 1975, leading up to the 76th general election, Michael Manley was touring the school that I attended. And believe it or not, I was so happy. He was like a god to me. But as I get older and begin to follow more closely and look back at some of the things that happened, then I realized that he was not good for Jamaica, and Mark Golding is 5 times worse than Michael Manley.
I want to turn the focus on Daz. And Daz, I don't believe Daz is...
Sorry, Mr. General.
Yeah.
Can I make a different suggestion?
Yes, sir.
Sorry. Yes, what Dawes did was wrong, but we want to show the people the benefits of voting for the Jamaica Labour Party. You know, what has this government done for this country? So just in case there's somebody who never knew, will learn for themselves.
Yeah, I'm not tell me about the mama and daddy, you know.
No, I'm not saying that's what you're going to do. I know him blocked the road and prevented the Prime Minister from touring. I know that.
I just wanted to show Jamaica how hard it is and to see that this Prime Minister is a man of integrity, love and compassion. Because what Mr. Daz have done, if he ever did try that in any other country, I think it's yesterday or the day before today, he would have thrown in prison. And because what he have done, he could have also allowed many people to be in prison, and many people would have been in hospital, and also many people would have also analyzed because of him.
True.
And I think that man, I think that man bear a name of doctor, he's supposed to have the right to lose the right to perform medicine in this island, Jamaica, because he cannot trust him. He showed clearly that he incite violence and also violence upon the leader of the country. And we don't hear from nobody.
Nobody at all.
You can see it plainly that everybody pertaining, who I'm talking, everybody, the news media, the mainstream news media, and the people who call themselves civic society group, nobody come out and said, Daz, you are wrong. You are totally wrong. And I'm saying to Jamaica and the Portmore people, you can see that these people need your blood. And these people need fire. And if we put it together, it means blood and fire. It means death. I will burn you right down. And to stop that, the only thing you can do, because the only way you can do, we are coming at least about 19 to 20 days down, going down to election. Please remember that we have this belief that politicians inside violence. It is not like we see it now, and it is the PNP. We have that belief that people, that politicians issue a gun. We can prove it. It is the PNP underneath what they say on the platform. Because if a war, we prepare for war.
Yeah.
So we have these things.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, say every time they do certain things, we get powerful. Cause for them, some voters want for them side. When them see them, the doctor does with them something there, you know. When you feel like they might change for them, you know. Cause them people end up on a war thing with them, you know. People end up on a war. Rose goals and change politics. Politics change completely. So war go on again.
May I ask again, this man that 1 million data can be. He also is a doctor?
I don't know about him, you know. That's like the big man up on the line.
Yes, he's a medical doctor.
James. He's a doctor?
He's a medical doctor, sir.
But this man by right side, this man is a liar and a deceiver. How can we have these people who tell lies in the very present, hold such a great office, and we still approve them to be doctor to trust our body? You know how much people that them and they must tell lie?
Well, it's not we who approve them, you know. They studied and they got their...
Because, so let us say, they use a good name. They use a good name of education and hiding the good education with their corruption then.
Educated don't give you morality, you know.
See me? And that they do. They try to use it to hide. To hide underneath it. And to bring out their destruction. Anyway, Jamaica, I want to say this to you. Remember Mark Golin stand up in front of Dion Jackson Miller. I saw that on TV that evening, and when we see it, we take in front of my TV, I'm gonna go back in front of it. I mean, also, I make them on TikTok where Mark Golin said he's not voting into continuation with this government policies and what he is doing. That simply, he promised to withdraw everything and to take him own ways. Remember, we have a free health sector. He already promised us that he's going to put on. He is going to make it affordable. That means you have to go pay for it. And that affordableness, me can tell you no say you know, don't look for it easy. That affordableness and it's going to remove. You see me? He is not going to continue with the water, with the roads. He's not going to continue with infrastructure. He's not going to continue with the good education where we are trying to fix. Where freedom government is the one who break up the policy. I remember in 2000 and this is 2025. So we call it 2000 and about 11, 2012, 2013. Yes. When my daughter was going to primary school, and I asked the mother, she said, grant me a favor. Go down at the school for me, no, because I don't want to go down there because to me know the ignorance we're in, I mean. I mean, I want to go down there and show off because my daughter constantly coming in teacher are giving him work where she already know. And I'm saying to you, get to the teacher and go at the find out from them the reason why. Them said the government said everybody have to stay in a one classroom, bright and dunce. And I said no. You cannot have the brighter student with the dunce one. And you cannot also have the student who are willing to try with the less, with the dunce one, because you're going to slow down somebody to try to build somebody. What I think should work is to get the lesser student who cannot help himself. One side that child. You should have everybody in a one classroom, right and down. It cannot work. And school that said the teacher said, the Prime Minister said, this is Rosa Simpson, said everybody is still in a one class because that's coming from EJ rulership that they put everybody in a one. It's that's the reason why they turn the school, every school in a high school. Somebody might do know this.
We're reducing crime, universal way of life.
your owners in a shine. PMP waste of time, but labor rights will always lead the way. Singing JLP for hours, ringing in the showers. That's before the whole world. You're doing good, girl. Man, them way I stand proud. JLP good for you.
That James, your backbone loaded.
To Labour Party.
Please.
It's a pretty Labour Party. We'll vote for Labour Party. We'll turn for Labour Party. With tourism to blind, employment looking fine. Common sense and nothing to say. And your owners seem to shine. PMP waste of time, but labor rights will always lead the way. Make we put the Labour Party. We are in charge. The brighter future. We just Jamaica. Put the Labour Party. We're doing good for you.
Can you hear me?
We're doing more for you. JLP good for you. Choose Jamaica. JLP good for you. JLP good for you. All right. Mr. James. Joshua. Joshua John.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you about the school lesson. If you think it is right for every student, both bright, the one that bright, and the one we are trying, and the one we not so, the one who we call dunce. Instead of calling dunce, we don't call him so the one who we want to improve them, or the one we not try. Carl, watch me now. When you put all the students in one classroom, the brighter one, you are going to slow down the brighter one if you catch up with the one we are trying. Worse the one we are trying if you catch up with the one then with the way down below. So I am saying that the brighter student need to find themselves in a classroom, and the one where I try to find himself in our classroom, and the one that will low down need to find himself in our classroom with a teacher.
Alright, so
them slowly, properly, because those one are slow, and because them slow, they need a teacher to teach them and to take him time to bring them up. So if you find that one is trying, anyone you find who in the lesser learning a traffic lift up, then you can see him and take him out from that classroom and put him into the room where having the children them that is trying. And the one them where you see I try hard and I come up, them the one they find themselves in I want them where I learn more faster. But every student now is in one classroom, and this I think the government is trying to do in.
Let me respond to you, Mr. Stevens.
Go ahead.
Let me respond to you. It's what you're saying, part of it I agree with. The other part is the parents' responsibility. What do I mean by that? If we go back to the 70s, when some of us were children, when you go home, the first thing your parents or your grandparents ask you get any homework, boy? Right? And you had to do your homework. Whether them could read or not, you have to do your homework. If them can't help it themselves, them call a neighbor or them call a big brother to come help you. Right? We didn't have TV to grow us. Yes, we had black and white TV, but you couldn't look on that until you finish your homework. Right? In addition to that, for some of us, when we come home, we used to get snack evening time, whose parents could sometimes afford it. But you couldn't touch that until you do your homework. We never have tablet or iPad to distract us. Right? But the problem that we are facing now as a nation is that parents have left their responsibility up to the teachers. Right? And I mentioned this also the other day, that one of the things that I observe when the smaller children get projects to be done.
Mr. James, me no want to go to yet, but if you can allow me, Mr. James, I beg you just, I beg you, let me just say
We have to discipline ourselves to wait.
it is.
Right?
That is true still, but...
Because same like how you can forget, hold on sir, same like how you can forget, not only me, but other people can forget too. So we have to practice that we get a piece of pen and a piece of paper, and the point that we want to make that we think is important, that we write it down, and when the person done, we say, all right, I want to add this to it. We have to practice that. If we don't do that, we're going to continuously cut off people and we'll become unfruitful with our discussion. Right? So, let me just land with that. So, one of the things that we do a lot of the time is that when the kids get, especially the smaller kids, get assignment or projects to do, the parents them take it over like after them assignment and do it. And then the pitney get nice mark because the parents probably was a little more artistic. But the pitney don't know nothing. So the pitney get marked for a work or a project that them never do. It's the parents speak for them. My 9-year-old come up to me one day and I come tell me about daddy, I get project. I'm like, I said, do it. I stand up over her and I guide her. Me not do it. I not do it fair. Not do it fair at all. And we have to practice to do those things. Because what we do, we're creating a bunch of dunce and then we end up blaming the teachers. Go ahead, sir.
All right, that part there, so now me really accept that we told me I don't, but we might have something to add with the parents them. We found out that many of our parents them, as we did said, we found them that they are not educated, and you did say about neighbors are big brother. It is fact true that the big brother or the big sister must help. Good. And them of them own self seems like them not even want to help them little ones or their little siblings, how we want to pronounce it. You understand me? So but we're not talking about calling the fear of we the people that many people probably don't want to come out straight and talk about. It's the way that everybody untrustworthy, whether them big or them little. So it now got easy for you if you want to send your picnic over Miss person.
I never said
want just you to send film picnic over there. And that is the bigger part of the issue. That is the bigger part of the issue. Yes, me remember neighbor used to teach neighbor picnic.
Sir Delroy, there's more than one way to skin a cat, you see?
Yeah.
You don't have to send a pin over there. You can ask the neighbor if them can come over. Them in your eyesight. Then
that is the problem that the person I consider the same thing coming in your eyesight.
No. I'm not talking about a big child. I'm saying the neighbor. The neighbor. I never said the neighbor's children. The neighbor is in your eyesight. Right? And I hear you said something and I can't support that. I know you don't mean any harm. Say the big brother and the big sister don't want to help.
Yeah man. Some of them.
Hold on. If that is the case, then you're a weak parent. Pitney no rule you rule Pitney.
I'm not weak, you know. I'm not weak.
It's what?
Weak.
Soft?
Weak. It's not weak.
It's soft? It's what?
When you call one person A as a big sister to come and help her little sister, that person A interest is about fear self.
Let me ask you a simple question, Sir Delroy. Over us.
You see, you see, if we should continue, we have to come back down to some things, to some strong things wherein we have to come down to some strong something. Because it is my house. And if me call my person A, say what ya, teach your little person A. And if him no want to do it, me I go get mad And that the madness that we are going to come out of me, we are going to lick down somebody.
Okay.
Because a person of my bigger person don't want it to teach for him or for a little person to have a better or the same level of education because of their own personal views, ways, and attitude that are going to cause me to go through out some form of ignorance out of you as a parent. And this is what we are trying to avoid and to get rid of. So these are some of the things. Right. These are some of the things that mix up also. So it is my yard. I'm the ruler here. But when sometimes you put down your foot, Jesus Christ, sometimes don't you ever neighbor hate you for that.
No man, no. I don't feel them pitney on my pitney, I don't feel pitney.
That's it.
Me no business. Listen me, you run your yard, you leave my yard alone. I know your yard me there, you know.
It's struggling.
Right? Because if my boy turned criminal because I was concerned about what you think when me put on my foot. You see him when I go say, boy, no mingle with them pitney there over there so. Right? Because my boy I rob everybody else. I broke in everybody else. And you know, I go remember say, boy, when me did I try to put on my foot, you were trying to dip your mouth in my argument. Right? If you as a father is more concerned about what your neighbor think, then you shouldn't be a father in the first place.
You see, that me I tell you, the things them that them say them are run from, I know why we get in, I know why we this, I know why we that. So it is a whole lot. It is a whole lot. And my personal concern, I used to I feel lick down my baby mother.
No, we can't support that. We can't support that.
Wonder if you remember that me said that when you call person A and tell person A to look out for little person A, because of that big person A interest, ways and attitude and what in believe and what in want to do, him cannot afford to look out for little person A. Because he want to have his own. Listen to me, Mr. James. Mr. James, that I go bring out in me a certain level of ignorance that when it come out, it will cause problem with you and other people.
But I know so you deal with things. Hold on.
Let me leave that alone, Mr. James. Now make we go.
Yeah, but since the topic raised, I know we not talk to ourselves in our corner. We are talk so that other people can hear.
But it is fact that it's happening.
Hold on now. Just hear me out a bit, Sir Delroy. One can express themselves and also take control of a situation without getting violent. Right? A strong man is able to control his emotion, and if you have a woman where you have to lick down, then she need to separate.
How much of we that is into?
It's in every man. It's our refusal to control ourselves. That is the problem. But it's in everybody. Everybody can do it if they make up their mind to do it.
So that simple means that we have the right to call out foul play from Mr. Daz because Mr. Daz didn't control himself when the Prime Minister was passing through.
No, I am not going to call out foul play. I am saying, hear me. I want you to hear me because it's two different things and I don't want to mix up the two.
No, sir, no. It is control because Mr. Daz never have any control. And he's a very intelligent man, more brighter and educated than me.
Let me finish.
And Mr. Daz display what is inside of him.
Let me finish me the point, sir.
Alright, me tell you something about that.
I am saying to you.
Close it.
I am going to close it, but it's two different things. Right? Both of them cross over on each other, but it's two different things. I'm saying when you have a personal relationship at your home, man and woman relationship, you don't have to put your hand on a woman. If you have to put your hand on a woman, then you don't need to separate. It's a weak man put the man on a woman. The only time you put your hand on a let me finish, sir. If the only time you put your hand on a woman is when she feels that she can put her hand on you and get to her, then you need to put on something on her and show her, so listen, I'm not taking no lick from no man. Right? Because me not technically, woman do it already, you know. I tell them so the next one who do it, I get it back. Right? But if both of you are together and as man and woman you have to put your hand on each other, then it's time for you to call it a day. Time for you to call it a day, man. Right? So that is one. Now as it relates to Mr. Dawes is a madman. His father was such a decent man. His father named Alfred Dawes, like him, who was also a doctor. And his father was such a decent man, and I'm sure his father is embarrassed by his behavior. Right? Dawes don't know who him is, and being educated don't mean that you're intelligent. Two different things there. Right? So being literate and being able to read don't mean that you're an intelligent man or woman. So somebody like Dawes, the Prime Minister, did the right thing. He avoided the possible conflict. Right? But I also believe that the powers that be need to lock him up. Right? They don't need the Prime Minister to order it to happen. He has broken the law and he needs to pay the consequences. Right? Irrespective of what his parents might have been and the influence of his father, they need to bring him to books. He has broken the law and he needs to face the consequences. You can't have one law for the small one and one law for the big man.
Quite so.
Alright, and I land there. I'm going to get off the live. Lisa, I want to thank you for hosting me today. I was actually called another live while I'm on this, and though I log in, I haven't spoken, so
Yeah, man.
I'm going to give them a little time.
Alright, bless. Lisa look like she have a knock, man. She has
Yeah, man, see her eyes closed there.
Yeah.
I show up with her pretty bedded.
Lisa eyes closed.
Alright.
Alright, blessed. The live still open. Love brothers and sisters. If you have anything to say, you can come up and let us reason. If you can send in, me no know, because me no know Lisa guess when me could take up anybody. I me no know who accompany live. You know? But I still can go and share a few words because me still would like to encourage the Jamaican people and the voters and the undecided voters that you must be careful of Mark Golding and him Rise United, as we understand that it is less PMP. It's Rise United instead the PMP. So people, you don't know what you are going into by supporting this PMP logo business or rice business. As we can see clearly, Mark Golding tell us plain that he's not voting into continuing with this present government policies and things that he is doing. Eventually, you're going to, if you vote PMP, you're going to have 2 steps backward or probably 3 steps backward, because when you have a change of government, if you take a look on Donald Trump's, the way how Donald Trump's is doing to the Americans them and to some of our very same Jamaicans and other people in the world. Oh, Donald Trump has put out all sort of different changes and measurement that is affecting the country in so many ways. So if Mark Golding put in his appearance in here, if you allow him to happen, when him come to change everything, and as we already see and hear and know of his deeds pertaining, how him allow the the collapse of this country in the 90s, 2000, Andrew Holness has lifted up out of the hole that it has now into. We cannot get back down because we know who they are. Each time the PMP mash up the country, is the JLP government always come and fix it back and put it on track. And every time we put it on track, the PMP them crawl out with lies, wickedness and deceitful, and fear the people them into war and violence, as they are doing now, and wreck the country so bad that it takes so much amount of year to put it back. So I can say something to you, Jamaican, that if Andrew Holness is so bad and uno want to charge him, why uno don't allow him to be the government same way? Then you will find out the truth. But the minute uno change the government, everything I go dead. Everything I go dead, you're not going to hear nothing more. Everything I go sweep underneath the carpet. Underneath that beautiful carpet, everything is going to sweep. Nothing I go come back out as light. Even if them do make a start and it going to drag further out until between 6 to 7 months, nobody going to hear anything about it because it's going to lose the interest or the conflict of the mind of the people. And that is what is going to happen. That is what is going to happen if we allow Andrew Holness to leave the government seat. Then you're going to find out that everything again what they were plotting is totally lie. And what you're going to do about it? Nothing you can do about it. And the country drop back down in a hole. It's going to take you back another 10 years, 9 years, or another good government to put it back together again. We cannot afford that no more longer. We go through it in the 70s. We come back to it in the 90s, come all the way to 2000. And this man is the man who have put it to where it is. Let us prove it. And you must always remember, let us take a look upon one of our very artists, where the same PMP put to prison. Lisa Anna speak out against him. Peter Bunting lashing tongue against him. We have one of our main suspect of criminal element behind the bars. We have him in our hand. We have him in our hand. Cartel must not do any tune. He's against Cartel to do a tune behind the bars. Cartel come out and him forgot that. PMP always forgot what PMP have done to them. But we must not forget what they have done to our country. So Peter Bunting lash out against him. Lisa Anna lash out against him. And they take up this man Isaac and the whole PMP back Isaac and pulled him out. And they said Cartel human rights was breached. And because Cartel rights was breached, them have to free up Cartel and Lego Cartel. And them are going to sue the government. You see, that dead Cartel gets where that is on the word saying because they knew that they can't do nothing. If you take out Andrew Holness out of the seat now, these elements when they have over my head, we not gonna have no proof. It's gonna be a whitewash. But now we are seeing Andrew still in the seat and I make everything I come out to prove the 30 million with them pay. for a special few man fi left. Trinidad fi come here, contact special investigation. We see say them lie to us by telling we Andrew have 28 bank account, which way it is fact that is only 8. So take a look at that. Where the next 20 pin from, so you know say that a lie. So that is one of the main thing you should have to tell Mark Golden say he got to go. To tell Mark Golden and his team say he got to go. Because you lie to Jamaican people.
Hello.
Right now, them have fear fight that there is a legacy. There is a letter that this lady did write. I forgot what she named. That the lady did write to them and tell them, say, they no issue us in no charge for Andrew. Now go on so. And they dismiss the woman. The liar is now forcing them to release that paper.